Hello, everyone. Welcome to another trailer time. This one fueled by tea, cough drops, and toilet paper for my nose. You fucking sickos. Jesus. Let's watch some trailers. We got some WoW stuff going on, some Tiny Tina, some other stuff, you know. But this first one, I don't even know what this is. It's called Project Relic ARG. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh, it's like a Bloodborne. Wow, this music really set you up for not this. If you're new to trailer time, we usually start with the worst trailers first and then move into the better ones. Well, look, if this is a like proof of concept video, you might have enough here. Okay. That's how the trailer ends. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible. I mean, look, it's probably an indie dev. Probably, you know, they're just starting out. They're just starting out. Here is an announcement trailer called Samurai Bringer. What?
You play as Susanoo, a god whose strength has been taken away. Explore procedurally generated roguelite stages and defeat hordes of samurai and demons to regain your power. Even if you are taken down, your skills and power will be passed on for the next attempt. Overcome numerous challenges and hone your skills to defeat the mighty eight-headed serpent.
All right, look, I pause trailers all the time. What am I saying? Whatever that noise is, don't just stop.
Defeating samurai and generals will award you with combat scrolls. Combat scrolls contain various combat techniques such as slice, thrust, and jump. You can freely combine combat techniques in the action builder. Stacking multiples of the same technique will increase its power, and you can even add elemental and special attributes to your attacks.
And this might be kind of
Create
fun.
your own unique movesets. Over 100 legendary brave generals stand in Susanoo's way. Defeating these brave generals will drop useful pieces of armor. When equipping these in the gear builder, Susanoo doesn't just get stronger, his appearance changes as well. But be careful. Upon defeat, Susanoo will lose all the gears you have collected. Prepare for every possible fight and devise battle techniques. Then, defeat the onslaught of samurai, demons, and the fearsome eight-headed serpent, Yamata no Orochi. Hack and slash your way through the battlefields with limitless skill combinations. Japanese-style roguelite action game.
And it comes out in 2 days.
Samurai Bringer. Coming to Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Steam on April 21st.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. That trailer has 10,000 views. That's great. I hope that game does well. That looks like it's pretty cool. Hell, we might even. Oh, I'm taking the 21st off. I was gonna say we checked it out. Maybe Friday. Fuck it. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Now we're gonna start watching the big boy trailers. This first one is for the Season 2 maps of Halo Infinite. What? It should be illegal to use that song. Remember how people were talking about, man, I'm excited for World of Warcraft. I don't even want to. It's cheating when they play that song. Because I'm like, man, Halo's pretty good. You get it right, guys? It's a pretty good game. Is this, I wonder what this map is designed for, like 4v4 or big team or what? It's 4v4, okay. First one is 4v4, second is big team battle. Got it. That was pretty. Oh, that laser probably kills you. Oh, that sucks. Who's that? The trailer's kind of understated. Like, I kind of wish there was some narration over this. More lasers. Yeah, the fact that there's no people fighting here makes it seem like no one's playing this game, which I think is kind of actually true. They should have put some people in there. They should have put some people in there. Needed some people there. Hey, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands just dropped their new DLC. This is the trailer for the Coiled Captors.
The Coiled looked into the eyes of a god and blinded him, believing that this act made them equals. But there is no equality between the captors and their captives.
Why there's so much hip thrust?
Devastation!
You can tell that Birch didn't get paid to do the voiceovers here.
To live without freedom makes monsters of us all.
Actually, no, that's her voice doing the snake, isn't it?
For freedom is the only thing that can truly show you who you are.
Available now. Wait, that's out? Yeah, that's out. Wait. That's kind of confusing. It said available now, but was that pertaining to Tiny Tina's or the game? Their Twitter doesn't say otherwise. Yeah, maybe it's available to purchase. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. I do know that this trailer also exists. The Lost Ark Battle for the Throne of Chaos. Chaos is everywhere.
Your destruction is inevitable. It's time.
The chaos is too much.
Don't I know it?
There's no turning back now.
Are people like fogging out of their mind about this?
Proud knights, raise your swords of honor and annihilate the enemy!
The hell was that cutscene? Oh, is that the other new class? Cool. Hey, they're pumping out that content for Lost Ark. You can't deny that. Oh, I thought this... Okay. Well, they're going to reveal the next Outriders update on the 21st. I don't know if we want to watch a 20-second trailer for that, but that's what this is. Yep, we're not watching that. We'll instead probably watch that next Tuesday. But now we're getting to the real shit. That's right. The Snoop Dogg bundle.
Every dog has his day. Dropping in like it's hot. I'm back in the game. Ain't nothing but a W thing.
Okay. Sorry, I had to say goodbye to a part of my soul after hearing that.
That's how it's done.
Jesus Christ. Someone said jokingly that the name of his sniper rifle is the Bong Ripper. Was that a joke or is that real? Is his weapon really called the Bong Ripper? That's real? It's a skin? God damn, video games are awesome. Here's Xenoblade Chronicles 3. With a big announcement that it's launching July 29th, and it's saving. The SMG is called the Shiznit. I might have to buy that. I might have to buy that just to like support the absurdity of that. That's great. Anyways, I want to watch this trailer. 12-year-old.
There you are!
It's me. Whoa.
You monsters!
Hot anime lady. With a British accent.
Cut it out! We're your friends here! Did they order you to destroy Ouroboros too?
Oh, it's like a story trailer.
Enemy.
Even though we're being chased by both nations at once.
There's a reason we met. There has to be.
That's why!
Let's go!
Wait, what? All these people are fighting at the same time? Oh my God. Oh God, I just remembered this is a Switch game. God, it looks so gross.
What is that thing?
You've got a real death wish.
Yep. It's a JRPG. Big swords.
Now,
Demon-y guys.
you share a common destiny.
I felt her thoughts.
He's
There were
feeling
so
her
many,
thoughts.
And then they were a part of me. How are you inside me? Hold on.
God damn it.
Are we?
So, oh man. All right. Anyways, we've all moved past it. Oh, we got like a mech?
Let's get stuck in!
Yeah, will do!
Stop.
So you can take that form via a strong desire or emotion.
Whoa. Are we getting like Breath of Fire 2?
Henceforth, all orders are rescinded.
Melting?
Eliminate Ouroboros at all costs.
That is my revenge. It's payback for Nimue dying with her wish unfulfilled.
Spoilers.
It's a wild ride, this passage of fate. We got ourselves a nice little awakening.
Why is my name on here?
My way demands we fight. Come then, and test your mettle against my lance.
Yo, this looks great. Oh, God damn it.
I've never used this kind of blade before. But all the techniques I can use with it are flashing before my eyes.
He's talking about his dick. This is all just one long,
The only
giant
thing
dick
that can
joke.
change all this is the will of Ouroboros. You kids, and you alone.
Not that I have all that much time to spare. But soon.
Finding a path that lets us all live. I will make that my mission.
Man. So this is probably going to be our JRPG of the year. We play one JRPG a year on this channel, and that might be it. But I kind of want to wait for the Dolphin emulator. Or wait. Whatever the Simu emulator, whatever that is. But we might be waiting a while for it. Is it Yuzu? Yuzu emulator. There's too many fucking emulators. Anyways. Let's watch this WoW shit. I haven't seen any of this yet. Most Switch games are playable day one. I would probably get DMCA'd if I did that though, right? Like they would probably DMCA the fuck out of me if I was streaming that game and my stream just somehow looked a billion times better than every other stream. They'd be like, get them, lawyers. Get them. Here's the Dragonflight announce cinematic trailer for WoW. My expectations have been set. because everyone said that this is the worst cinematic trailer that WoW has ever had. Here we go. Oh, so they did the thing where the first 6 seconds of the trailer are the entire trailer. So we're going to have dragons. And we're going to have some stone people, I guess.
The world has been sundered. It cries out in pain.
Wait, is that when, like, Illidan did his shit?
We must go to its aid. We entrust our ancestral home to you.
Is that like Warcraft 3 shit?
The land slumber, hidden even from our own eyes. You will feel our return in the waking of the land. Then you must light the beacon of Tearhold, lest the path home be lost to us forever.
That man's dead. Why are the waters all tainted? Sorry, I'm laughing at an absolutely terrible joke that I wanted to make, and I'm not going to, but I will pause to state that I had a terrible joke that I will not be stating about that statue not having a mouth. I'm not saying it. I don't feel like being canceled. That guy's the throat goat, though. Well, that's the leader. He's dead. You're on to something, Perfitty. Wait. Oh, he has to combine these? The forge is lit. Oh. Well, he's...
but her fate is yet uncertain. Together, we shall be Azeroth's protectors once again. Here, the new age of dragons shall begin.
Are they going to address the sword? They going to go take the sword out? That could be seen from space? Maybe. I don't know. In terms of like cinematic trailers, it was okay. It was all right. We've got a couple more WoW things about stuff they shared here. This is the Wrath of the Lich King Classic announcement. This is the real shit right here. Now that's a trailer.
We had forgotten. Did you think we had forgotten? Nothing was like I can sit right here. It's just begun. Not my king yet.
Watch you do this.
Oh my God, Dogg, they're on.
My son, the day you were born, the very forests of Lordaeron whispered the name Arthas. When my days have come to an end, you shall be king.
It's kind of fucked. Oh, it's this year. Probably it's December. Man, it's kind of fucked that, like, with that trailer, I can smell the Anaheim Convention Center and that fucking fog that they would pipe into the stupid BlizzCon. Like, it's straight fucked what nostalgia will do to a person right there. Wrath of the Lich King for me was both the high and low point of World of Warcraft. Because it came out, or rather it was announced at BlizzCon, and at Game Riot, we were one of the first people to have the footage of the first dungeon in the first zone from Wrath of the Lich King. I was very excited about that. It's also where I met TB, I think, for the first time, and maybe even Jesse. But then the Trials of the Crusade came out, and it's probably the worst raid I've ever experienced in World of Warcraft, in my opinion. I fucking hate that raid. It's so stupid. It sucks so bad, and I think that's when it when I quit, was during that raid. Yeah. Anyways, we got a couple more trailers here about this WoW stuff and things they announced. I'm curious to see what this has to say. So let's check it out. Old War, though, is a high point for World of Warcraft rating.
Hello, I'm Stephanie.
I'm Josh.
I'm Jackie.
And I'm Gary. And we're part of the teams that are building the first two zones that you'll encounter in the Dragon Isles, the Waking Shore and the Onaran Plains. The very first zone in Dragonflight you're going to come to is the Waking Shores. It's wild, untamed land. It's waking up around you, too, and the elements are just going crazy.
The art team, again, has hit it out of the park.
You'll see like a lava mountain flowing in through the beach, giant proto-dragons swooping down, gobbling up members of your expedition.
We have such rife opportunities to show elementals rising up because of the crazy magic that's flying around.
The one of the things I love is just how you get to the Dragon Isles, right? So you're gonna get on your boat in Stormwind or Orgrimmar, and the first thing you do is sail between like the dragon ruin architectures. The boats come right alongside each other. You can jump from one boat to the other and just start causing havoc on the other faction's boat.
For those who love PvP, this is a great opportunity for war mode.
It's free for all out there. It's gonna be great. But it's okay. There's an innkeeper on the beach, so that if you're in that situation and you don't want to be in war mode anymore, you can just hop out right there.
The Reliquary and the Explorers League are working together.
The Horde and Alliance are sending an expedition together. It's not the military, it's not the soldiers. This is the scientists, the settlers, exploring this new land. So it's a lot more optimistic tone.
One of my favorite things about the Waking Shores is the Red Dragonflight, led by Queen Alexstrasza, the Lifebinder. They have the mandate of nurturing and protecting all life, which means Horde and Alliance, Gorloks, trolls, everybody. So they take that duty seriously. When the Horde and the Alliance come to the Waking Shores, they want to be there to help guide the people through the new land and welcome them. But they're not the only one in the Waking Shores.
We have the ancestral home of the Black Dragonflight there too, which has fallen on tough times since Deathwing's descent. And so Rathian's coming over to the Isles with us, and he's gonna try and come to terms with the state of the Dragonflight, which is a few loyal Draconids and Dragon Spawn trying to hold their ground. What can the future of the Dragonflight be if it's just Rathian? Because it's not just the dragons that are coming back to the Dragon Isles, but also their longtime rival, the Jarden.
I love the Jardins so much. They're half-giants that wield the power of magma, and when the Waking Shores and the Dragon Isles went to slumber, they also slumbered. They're back now, and they are ready to raise chaos.
Yeah, they're massive. They're riding giant lava mammoths, parading around, just stomping on your face.
Has Gary said anything in this video?
And they were the enemies of the Dragonflight for so long. They fought against the Red Dragonflight, hunted dragons down, and they're really taking this opportunity to rise up. As the Red Dragonflight have the mandate of nurturing life, they don't want to just stomp out the Jarden completely, but they want to make sure that they don't have the power to affect those around them negatively, to make sure they don't go on a rampage and destroy the ecosystem that has been created here.
And so those are awesome things in the Waking Shore, but Steph, there really is only one right answer for the best thing in Waking Shores, right?
What?
This is true.
He said
Ducks.
what? Wait,
We
what?
finally have those webbed feet hooligans in our game. We cracked the technology. We've got them
Figure
in.
it out. They
Yep.
can fly.
You should be proud.
It's gonna be awesome.
The Onaran Plains come right after the Waking Shores. It's so breathtaking at first glance.
The Onaran Plains are big, wide
There he
open
goes.
plains.
Gary's
and the
hype.
player is going to be constricted a little bit, and then you see this big contrast of a zone. We don't always get that opportunity, that cinematic moment where the player can have a framed view when they see this area.
Come out and you got that postcard shot
love
of
that.
the plains. And then you see this giant fire proto-dragon breathing fire and a herd of centaur like harpoon down the proto-dragon and crash into the ground. And the first thing you get to do is go help them kill the proto-dragon. Like, how cool is that?
Who is Onara?
Onara is the wild god of the wind. And she's appeared before as like this big spirit eagle. She's the one who guided the centaur to the Dragon Isles many, many years ago. She blessed them, took their caravan across.
So wait, the Centaur have been on this island the entire time? Or they reawoke when the dragons came back?
And then showed them the plains.
How fun at the beginning of this expansion was exploring the culture of the Centaur.
The centaur are these mighty, awesome hunters that, back when they first came to the Dragon Isles, they fought the green dragons all day long. Eventually, they realized that we're strong, you're strong, maybe we should stop decimating each other's people. We'll make peace, we'll make an agreement. You guys hang out in the groves, and the centaur will hang out in the plains. But now, the dragons have been gone for 10,000 years. And the centaur have come so far since then. And they've been here, and they've been existing and developing their culture. They all came over as one clan led by the mighty Maruk and Tira, and they founded a new life here. So if you want to get across, you have to follow their rules and their traditions. You have to earn their trust. You are the first outsiders to come in generations upon generations. The centaur might rule the open plains, but the green dragons make their home in the groves. And those groves are absolutely gorgeous.
And how great a job it is that we have where I can take all of this beautiful artwork and build these beautiful fantasy groves, high fantasy. We want to do lots of things with an open plain, and we want to be creative with that. but we're restraining ourselves
like WoW.
by letting the zone sing, letting the
Looks
horizon tell the story. We certainly couldn't have done that in the vanilla WoW.
No, definitely not. The zones are so big and you can see so far, especially in Onaran Plains. So we talked to the engineers and we actually increased that distance.
It spurs you on to want to adventure and look through the zone and explore everything.
The interesting thing for me is we have all these conflicts with the Dragonflights. There's missing dragons, there's battles, there's so much crazy stuff happening, but that's not really all we're doing. There's so much extra fun activities for people to do. And the greatest thing is that you need to figure out exactly what's going on and help solve all the problems that are just sprouting up everywhere.
We're just really excited to tell a story that's grounded in Azeroth and exploration. There's so much more to talk about. But now, we're gonna have some folks talking about the next 2 zones that players are gonna experience in the Dragon Isles.
What? They left the transitions in this? We're not, I mean... Okay, maybe we will. Maybe that's what we're gonna watch. Spoilers, geez.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kate. I'm Christy. I'm Kate.
I'm Sean. We're going to talk today about Thaldraszus and the Azure Span. So Azure Span is going to be the third zone that players adventure through, and it's one of our biggest zones that we've done in the Dragonflight, maybe even to date.
We knew it was going to be like the largest visual elevation change, and it really started with this great concept art. When we first were taking a look at the design, we kept coming back to one of our favorite Wrath zones, which was Grizzly Hills. And we really wanted to take that, but wowify it more. And I don't know if you've ever been up to the Bay Area, but in the morning, that coastal fog comes in and dips down into the redwoods and that sun shines through. That's really what we wanted to encapsulate with this forest. And not only we have redwoods, but we've got all different types of trees. Eventually, it'll break open into this wide open tundra that's just golden and red, and you'll reach up to another level of elevation where you get to see the snow. The majority of the zone is covered in snow and ice. We have giant frozen waterfalls, ice rivers as far as the eye can see. And Sean, I know in the forest, we can expect our first creatures.
We have a small group that lives there called the Gnolls. These Gnolls are all throughout the forest and Azure Span. They've made this their home. Some Gnolls with strange magic that we're going to find out what exactly that's about. Snow Gnolls, or as I call them, the Snolls, up in the winter area.
Is that
and
like
regular
Hogger?
Gnolls that are just going to be around the forest area. So then we go into the big open tundra where we meet our second group, the Tuskar.
It's going to be really neat to explore their culture a lot more. And those kids are adorable. I absolutely love the Tuskar. Honestly, all my downtime's probably just me hanging out with the Tuskar.
So it's been a little while since we've seen them. We remember the Tuskar from Wrath of the Lich King.
Yeah, the last time we saw him was Wrath, right?
They're also getting a nice, cool up-res for their models, along with expanding their culture. So there are going to be male Tuskar, female Tuskar, Tuskar kids.
Well, that's gonna, I mean, that's it right there.
So we're going to fight alongside them, which includes help from a certain group of dragons, the blue dragons. We're going to follow the story of Kalagos, our blue dragon buddy from the Kirin Tor, and he's going to be adventuring into Syndragos' archives. It's a giant zone. There's a lot of surprises. When we're done there, we head over to Thaldraszus.
Thaldraszus.
It's really incredible because you will be going through some of the previous zones and seeing a lot of ruins for the dragon buildings. But when you get to Thaldraszus, everything is perfectly intact. It's beautiful. It's pristine. It is the seat of power for all 5 Dragonflights and home of the dragons. It feels that way with the huge vertical mountains. We've got these great cave systems where you may end up finding little dragon hordes.
My favorite Dragonflight right now is the Bronze. They've got a really cool area in Thaldraszus, and their magic is time. There's so many cool story hooks that we could dig into there. There's so many cool gameplay options. And we have a little bit of an adventure for players. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
We do a little
We really wanted it to feel like their old stomping grounds. One of the really cool features is going to be the main city and player hub for this expansion, Valdrakken. It is a culmination of all of the dragon's efforts to put together what a city would look like. So we ended up having a bunch of really fun small vignettes where you see that the blue Dragonflight is hosting a public library, and the red and green Dragonflights both have their own separate gardens. We'll also have some convenience services for players, including an auction house in the city, which will be really nice if you're looking for more exotic wares. The thing that really sold me on Valdrazus was the initial concept art we got of Tierhold.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. And this is a 10,000-year-old Titan technological marvel. Tierhold has these awesome aqueducts that actually come out from the structure all the way to the city across the valley. And in the cinematic, there's just this amazing shot where you see Alexstrasza swoop under one of them, and there's splashes of water cresting across her wings. So when players are flying around themselves, they get to have their Alexstrasza moment. What an incredible place, and filled with so much history.
Tierhold was built by Tyr. He was a Titan Keeper back in the day who helped the Aspects fight Galakrond. And when they settled on the Dragon Isles, he built this facility. And even though Tyr's gone, the dragons have held him in reverence. But that was 10,000 years ago, and they've let the Titans maintain the place. An incredible amount of history has happened since then. Flights have been nearly wiped out. There have been invasions,
here's
betrayals.
The first dragon.
Aspects have died. And these are the kind of things that leave marks on a society. So now they're all back here, and they're all here together.
As we were designing the zone and the city itself, we're trying to figure out, how do we tell this?
It's the massive proto-drake skeleton in Dragonblight. Oh.
Those stories at the same time as making sure that this is a really convenient place for players to go and go shopping, as they tend to do. So much adventuring happening on the Dragon Isles.
It's so cool.
As a player, you probably don't have your own dragon wings. You are going to learn the art of dragon riding.
It is the fucking Pixar thing.
So vertical, and I'm just excited to dive off the tops of towers and swoop under things.
It's actually one of the things that we're about to learn about next.
Whatever. Oh. Well, thanks for that transition. This is the last one we're going to watch, because this is the new race and class, question mark?
Hi, I'm Jake. I'm Andy.
I'm Kali.
And I'm Graham. And I'm really excited to talk to you guys today about the Dracthyr Evoker, our new race and class coming in Dragonflight. We're here.
I've got that. I don't have that because that's employee only. I want to say the sword is also employee only.
Here to talk about not only the Evoker, but also dragon riding, which is our exciting expression into the exploration of the Dragon Isles. We knew with a dragon-themed expansion, we wanted to let you play a dragon. Not a big dragon, Alexstrasza size. That'd be tough to fit into raids. I'm sorry, Jake. Okay. I know. Fine. But a draconic humanoid. So the Dracthyr, created by Neltharion.
And like our other hero classes, you get to choose if you want to start on the Horde or Alliance side on character creation.
So let's talk a little bit about the Evoker, the class they can be. What's unique about it is because the Dracthyr are created by an aspect, they have the ability to wield the magic of all 5 Dragonflights.
And I won't hear
so
any
Evoker
other
can
thing.
take
I'm blowing
advantage
my
of red
nose.
magic,
Turning my
blue
camera
magic,
on.
and bronze magic.
And to show that, we created a visual, what we call a prismatic effect. This prismatic effect is basically the coalescence of all their energy as they channel it into whatever spell that they're going to cast. You have a red magic spell called Pyre. So when you shoot it out of your mouth, it twirls in the air with all 5 of the Dragonflight's magic as it turns into the red spell before landing on your enemies and exploding and hopefully burning them. And
I'll take that one. Getting that vibe across that they use all 5 was really important to us, but we did want to make sure that each specialization focused on 2, because casting 5 different colors gets a bit messy. So their damage dealer specialization, their first of 2, Devastation, mostly focuses on red and blue magic. Red being very fast and explosive, burning everything with Pyre, whereas blue is more focused and overwhelming. You can shoot a beam of energy out of your mouth to disintegrate one single enemy in front of you.
There's a healer spec called Preservation. The healer spec is going to focus mostly on your green and your bronze magic. So your green is going to be evocative of the Emerald Dream, your growth and your nurturing spells. And then you have your bronze magic, which is going to be more timey-wimey. So you get to heal a wound faster.
So in addition to the visuals and the animation, which all make you feel very powerful, we really wanted the player to have a physical connection to the cast. We have a new type of spell called Empower. where when you actually hold down the button on your keyboard, it charges up the spell. The longer you charge it up, it might do more damage or hit more targets depending on the spell. But it gives you this really physical connection and control that's new for World of Warcraft, and I think is feeling really, really good.
We have some great animations. Thank you, Andy, your team.
Love it, Andy.
You feel physical when you're casting your spells.
You can actually fly around the battlefield and cast while you're flying.
Raining fire and death from above. It's great.
In addition to the gameplay, though, another part of feeling draconic is looking like a dragon.
Well, we talk about dragons breathing fire, but you know what's actually fire?
What's actually
These
fire?
customizations.
Oh my goodness.
But no, they're really, really
They're
cool.
awesome.
Because you have both your draconic form and your humanoid form. And the customization options for both of them are amazing.
They're very good.
What about color? Just tell me
tell
you
us
can
about
change
the
the color.
You can do a lot of matching. So your visage form can have scales that are the same color as your Dracthyr form.
But my favorite, super favorite part of customization for the visage form, hair.
Yeah.
Because I can actually do this in game.
Yeah.
The tech is here.
We finally did it.
As players make their way through each of the areas of the Dragon Isles, they'll partner up with the Dragonflights to move through the air as they've never done before. You'll notice I did not say flying, because flight has a very specific meaning for World of Warcraft.
Yeah, it does.
And we're talking about something new called dragon riding.
Is this just shitty flying?
And as the players are honing their dragon riding skills, they're going to get to see all new animations that go along with the different look and feel of the drakes.
We're aiming to shake up movement with this new system, providing players with a deeper immersion with forces like momentum and gravity.
We knew that for Dragonflight, we were going to have the opportunity to show players a whole new set of Dragon Isle drakes, completely unique from all the other things they've seen in World of Warcraft. And so we wanted to come up with a movement system that would add that sense of physics, weight, and gravity, like you were mentioning. We knew it was going to take a huge team effort, not just animation, but it was going to take effects. It was going to take the engineering team, who we rely on heavily, and that combined with some new animations really helps to lend that feeling of physics as you move through the air in ways that you haven't before. And the icing on the cake is going to be some really cool effects that we've added on top of all of that. So for example, when you start hitting, maximum velocity, you're going to see contrails coming off the edges of the wings. And then as you do your rolls and spirals, you build up more and more speed. There's going to be some screen effects on the display to indicate that you're reaching maximum velocity, which really adds to the overall kind of immersion and sense of reality.
As players make their way through the Dragon Isles, they'll discover new cosmetic options to fine-tune their Dragon Isle Drake's appearances. Things like snoots, horns, tails, elusive Dragon Isle Drake armor, and more.
Can I have spikes?
Definitely.
Okay.
We want to provide players with all new skills to play with, as those who can use their momentum well can reach higher and higher heights and bring on new, more difficult challenges.
We just have so many new gorgeous options to choose from, and I'm just so excited for all of them.
I'm excited for the whole thing. I mean, it's been a lot of fun to work on, but I can't wait to actually get into game, play it with you guys.
I can't wait. I can't wait to fly around Dragon Isles. It's gonna be great.
Next up, you're going to hear about the talent revamp.
No, we're not, because we're done. And we might watch talent revamp. To everyone saying they just stole that from Guild Wars 2, guys, be proud that there was something worth stealing from Guild Wars 2. Don't be upset. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Do you get the words coming out of my mouth? Fanfare. We might look at the talent tree thing. It's 5 minutes. Let's just watch. Yeah, Kojak might be letting me know he's done.
Hello, my name is Brian.
I'm Crash.
I'm Jay.
And I'm Laura. We are very excited to share we are finally revamping the WoW HUD UI.
And it is also time for a major revamp to talents and specializations.
I have a big question for the group. How long do you think it took for us to finally revamp the WoW?
So I see what they're trying to do here. Like, to speak of the presentation of all this, it feels, it's really like too canned, ultimately. Like, asking the question to this group is like, what are we doing?
WoW HUD.
My guess is like 15 years.
Close, 18 years.
18 years.
18 years.
Wow.
You know, technology has changed a lot since we made the UI back in 2004. Now you have like bigger monitors, and us, we have better dev tools to work with. So it makes sense to have the revamp right now. Also, if you look at the game today, the art evolved beautifully over the years. And if you look at the HUD looks like it got frozen time.
So when we approached this, we wanted to create a layout experience that players could customize, move things around, adjust it to fit their needs.
Add-ons today, they do a lot for player customization.
The downside is that not everybody uses them. It's about time that everybody has the opportunity to use them, that they become a part of the base UI.
Yeah, and we are working very
What does that
closely
mean?
with our user research team to make sure we are hitting the goals that our player needs.
It allowed us to add new functionality, to improve accessibility in a lot of areas, and on top of that, we are going to be improving the art.
Yeah, so the art update, it's a big part of this project. The UI that we have today has a lot of charm and personality, and players have been using that for 18 years. So with that in mind, we want to respect the players who really like the current UI, but do a modern take to it, removing the clutter and giving more visibility for your gameplay. So the new minimap, it looks bigger, and the health bar is also much bigger. If you look at the action bars and the bottom menus, they have less health frames.
I think that looks great.
And it can really open up your gameplay, so you don't have a lot of your UI in front of you. And of course, we want to find iconic pieces from the current HUD, but we want to bring it back in a nice way. So we for sure updating the Griffins. They look so nice now. And the Horde, don't worry, we got you. We're going to have your version as well. So let's talk about the edit mode.
We are putting a mode in that will let players move various HUD elements around on the screen.
So I'm able to move the mini-map, say, from the right corner all the way over to the left corner. If I want to bring my action bars from the bottom and kind of put them more in the center by my character, those are all things that I'll be able to do?
Absolutely. And each of those different components will have various sets of options that you'll be able to work with. They'll be able to save it, edit it, copy it, name it. Also, it'll remember which spec you're in. So if you're someone who jumps around a lot, as you switch, it will switch to whatever HUD layout you have for that spec.
This is an ongoing project. We're going to keep working on it. So we really want to hear back from you.
A project that we're all excited about that we've been collaborating a lot on is something that's pretty UI intensive, and that's the talent system.
It hadn't changed in a long time, like you said before, and we really started with how can we have players have more choice over what their character has?
As you level up, we give you a new spell or a new ability, something that kind of makes you stronger, but it's determined by the designers. We decide the order.
Yeah, we started looking for a system that would give players a much wider set of options.
And after looking at all those things, what we really returned back to was the idea of trees. But it's actually 2 trees. We have a class tree that offer different class utility, and then we have a spec tree that is focused on performing your role, whether that's damage, tank, or healing.
Can I just jump in and say that I personally am super excited about having trees come back. There's a big nostalgia hit for me.
As we said, we have these 2 trees because we feel like picking a specialization is a really important part of your World of Warcraft character now. And so we want to make sure that when you choose that, it kind of affects the tree in some way.
Yeah, as soon as you open your talent tree, you'll see something new. The class side will have some abilities filled out for free, just kind of starting you off in that spec you've chosen, but then you'll have your first point to spend in the class tree, which could be something related to that spec or role, or it could be something from elsewhere in the class.
There's a lot of things that we can do here, and part of that is encouraging players to perhaps make combinations that they've never really been able to see in the game before. This is an opportunity to put a lot more art and fantasy in the actual talent UI itself.
You have seen that a lot through most recent expansions, but not the base UI.
We want you to be able to tinker with it. You know, we want you to be able to make a lot of changes at a lot of times and not necessarily have to commit. The power really is coming back to the player. It's not something we want people to feel locked into, and so one of the things that we'll be preserving is the ability to change these talents at the same kind of frequency that you do now.
Yeah, the old school players, when you see trees this time, just think, yeah, I'll go from my raid night to my arena match and figure out what I think is the best for both of those.
And that's a process we want to make really fluid. So we're building a save load feature that lets you create your build, name it, save it, and then load it up very quickly and freely.
Talents were really about the breadth of options. We've made all these different cool things over the years, but when are they at their coolest? It's when players can hold the building blocks of what can make up their class, their spec, and put them together in a way that works for them.
So these are...
Or they can go to Icy Veins, see what the meta is, and just copy that.
Really cool features that we've been working long and hard on, and we're very excited about them. And it's just an early preview of the things we've been doing. We can't wait to see the reaction that you have to them, and please reach out to us and let us know your thoughts on them. And next up, we're going to talk about professions and Dragonflight.
No, we're not, because we're done. We're done. Maybe I'll watch that off stream. That's going to do it for trailer time. I think WoW looks fine. I'll probably jump into the expansion as I always do. I don't really have any big crazy thoughts on it. I'm sure the story will be absolutely pointless and teeter off and just be bad as usual. But maybe Blizzard will prove me wrong. You know, who could say? That's it, though. Thank you for watching Trailer Time. Make sure to drop a comment. Feel free to subscribe. Appreciate all that, etc., etc. We'll see you on Thursday. No, we won't. We'll see you next Tuesday for more.